Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Schomer, and today we're going to create the Sour Witch. This is another recipe created by Jonathan Pogash, who is a master mixologist, somebody who does this kind of crazy stuff. This drink he did, I think last one we did was Vive for Halloween. And this one, we're using some Lucid absinthe. So if you've got absinthe, here's a drink for you for Halloween. There's a trick, and the trick is that it calls to muddle sour cherries. So I went to the store, looked for some sour cherries. Guess what? It's out of season. So Halloween drink with an ingredient out of season. I'm guessing maybe it wasn't made for Halloween. Either case, I bought this. Now, if you can't get whatever I just got here, this is red tart cherries in water. All right, I'm warning you now, they don't look very appetizing, but I bit one anyway, and it's not that bad. You could also probably try like a cherry juice or something that doesn't have, what do they, like not the cocktail stuff, because that's usually sweetened. Just the regular cherry juice, like an organic cherry juice.
No idea what you're talking about.
Just cherry juice without all the juicy sweetness to it. See if you can find that if you want to substitute that. So what we're going to do is 1.5 ounces of the Lucid. We're going to have a little almond syrup, or this is orza. What else do we call it? I've heard it, or orgeat, orza. It's almond syrup. Little lime, little peach schnapps. I don't know where that got from. Maybe there's another recipe that's going to have peach schnapps in it this week. And champagne. We're going to top it with champagne. And I picked these up today. It's probably only good for one day of the year, but they're cool skull cups. And it might be too big. I don't know. We'll see what it could do. Normally, you'd put this in a champagne flute. So if you've got a champagne flute, use that. And I think that's it. And we're going to muddle these cherries, so it gets interesting. All right, so you're going to muddle them in the lime juice, so we'll pour in 1/2 ounce of lime juice. Done. Now we're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of the orza. 3/4. I don't have 3/4 on here. Why did they do this to me? What's 3/4? It's almost a lot. That's almost a lot. And you could also use this if you buy this and you're like, what am I going to do with that? Besides the fact that it takes forever to use. If you're into Mai Tais, that's what you want for Mai Tais. And then we're going to do 3 to 4 pitted sour cherries. So these kind of look like dead eyeballs. So they kind of work good for this. 1, 2, what did I say, 3 to 4? So we'll do 4. Just to get it. I got a whole thing here. I really don't know what I'm going to do with these. Guessing it's going to be bound for the trash eventually. What you do for the love of the cocktail. We'll use this side. We'll muddle that up in there. So it's going to be a little bit sour because you got the sour cherry. You've got the sour lime. You're not going to need a lot of muddling because they've been sitting in water. It smells really good. So, doesn't look very appetizing. Smells awesome. It smells like cherry. Pretty good, right? See, doesn't that look awesome?
Yum.
That looks really gross. It might be something that could have been double strained, but whatever. And then we're going to throw our absinthe in here now, and that'll give it time to luge. 1.5 ounces of absinthe. So this is your main ingredient, your only real alcohol besides the champagne, which is not to be trifled with either. This is going to be kind of potent. You're looking at 62% alcohol by volume, so that's 62, 100 and something. 124? Yeah. 124 ounces. 124 ounces. What the heck am I trying to say? 124 proof. 124 proof. Whoa. Cocktail. Before the sparkling champagne, sparkling wine. So you got that going for you. Let's see. I think we're good. That's about it right there. And we're going to shake it. I'm going to add a lot of ice to this to really help get that absinthe broken up. Because absinthe loves water. Otherwise, it's just this really potent alcohol. Take this off. I've already opened this, but I just capped my champagne with some wrap. What do you call that stuff? The sticky wrap there? Sticky wrap. So I don't have any... Press and seal, because it won't fit in the refrigerator otherwise. And I have a strainer around here.
It won't fit in the refrigerator if there's not present seal up.
No, because you can't put the cork back in, and then you get on top of that, you put one of those fancy corks, and there's no place to put that. All right, you probably want to add some ice. Do you need ice in there? You probably don't really need ice in there. You normally put it in the champagne flute. So, here we go. Oh, don't let any of those juicy bits out there. That does not look appetizing. Perfect drink for the holiday.
Don't use too much. Champagne flute is small.
Champagne flute is small. There you go. Looks like mud.
It looks pink.
That looks pink to you? Peachy.
Pink.
Kind of looks pink, right? Now, what you could do for the top, I don't have any on me, but you could dust a little nutmeg on there. Really bring it up the holidays. That was part of the recipe, but nutmeg floating in there. It's gonna look weird, which is kind of like bloody. So, it smells like a festive cherry Lucid. They should make a cherry absinthe. That would be pretty good, like a red absinthe for Halloween special.
Give it time.
Wow, very sour. Like this is the type of drink that gets you right here. It's sour. It's got that on top of it. So imagine when you get the sour and then you get that bite from the champagne. So you're getting this crazy texture. It's really the texture. It seems like it's kind of light, but it gets coated with the sour and then followed by black licorice, like a black bean, or what do you call those things? Jelly bean. I'm gonna try that again. It's weird. If you like sour drinks and you like absinthe, this is a must try because of the way it just plays weird in your mouth. I think this makes a great cocktail for the Halloween time season, if that's a holiday. Especially if you're in the U.S., since we actually celebrate it. You pass this off to one of your guests, especially in this crazy glass, they're gonna look at you weird. And I think that is the impression for a good Halloween cocktail, is to go, that looks like a concoction that maybe a witch would brew up, and it has such awkward tastes. What? It's a witch. A witch would brew that.
You're gonna look at that and say, that's
Yeah.
a concoction a witch would brew.
If you put bat wings in here, come on.
Yeah, now you're adding things.
All right, yeah, you're right. I'm livening it up a little bit to really sell the cocktail.
Drinking.
I'm gonna.
You'll liven it even more.
It is definitely sour, but you know what? That's okay, especially if you like sour, because it's got such crazy black, like, just, if you like absinthe, that is. If you don't like black licorice, stay away. Anyway, there you go. That is the Sour Witch. I am your host, Derek Schomer. Check us out at everydaydrinkers.tv and check out my witch crazy thing here. My skull. We're teaching you how to drink. Have a happy Halloween.